Yeah. We bike, and we back to talk House of the Dragons. We back to talk House of the Dragons. I wish I would have done this the first season, but like I said on the last Scatterbrain episode, I ain't had the tools necessary, but now I got the tools necessary. So we in the game. Shout out to everybody who's a throny, a throner, a House of Dragon. I pray that you are all Team Black. If you ain't Team Black, we got to squabble. We got to squabble up, and I hope you know how to squabble. I got about 30 seconds to a minute worth of wind in me, so we can squabble for a minute, maybe two. After that, round over. But if you are Team Green, we have to squabble. I just want to get that out the way. These reviews for this season, for season 2, these reviews will not be like, they won't be like, let me silence my phone. They won't be like any of the Talking Thrones, I forget the other name of the other one that I used to watch a lot. They won't be like heavy spoilers. They won't be like Emergency Awesomeness. They won't be like Screen Crush. If you want to see those professional breakdowns with all the video clips and the sound bites and all those things, if you want to see that, you need to go over there to those pages. But this is a musician who just loves House of the Dragons, Game of Thrones. I love all things that's Game of Thrones related. This is his review of those things. I didn't read no books, but I've watched every doggone episode that ever came out of Game of Thrones or House of Dragon. I watched them all at least 3 times. I've watched every spoiler alert video, everything that details it. So I kind of got a little knowledge, but this is my raw emotions on what I see. So it may be slightly funny, may not. It may be serious sometimes. But yeah, so this is a branch off of Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. If you like this and you want to hear more of me talk about stuff unrelated to House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, go check that out on this channel. If you can, if you click on the name down there, click on the little name where it say Ray Bradford. Click there, you'll see a playlist of videos that says Scatterbrain the Ray Bradford podcast, and it's about 59 episodes for you to go and check out and deep dive in and listen to me talk about stuff that sometimes don't got nothing to do with nothing. So I want to jump straight in. I wanted to be as professional as I can. I didn't want to shoot from the hip because the episode came out Sunday. I am a day late. I'm recording this on Monday. So you all will hopefully see this Tuesday. So I'm not watching it as it's going right now. So I watched this episode twice. I actually watched it about 3 times. I fell asleep on one time because I was watching it at like 1 a.m. But so I watched it a 3rd time and took my notes. I wanted to make sure I came with some good stuff, some good observations. First off, I think this episode was super, super dope. If I had anything that I could critique it with, that's the fact of that when it started, it just felt like it was a long time in between Lucaris getting him being eaten and when they found out. And because Jace looks older, he has long hair. He didn't have long hair when they left. He didn't have long hair and all this stuff. I don't think it was cold at the time. So it just felt like it was a long time in between. I was confused on that. I was a little confused. That was my one gripe with the episode. But one thing that I want to applaud them on is the videography, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just the little tricks, just even the little tricks that I know that they're doing, they're amazing. Like the tricks of how they're putting focus on. Like they were actually like, I don't know if I'm sure they shot the scenes a few times, so they could have on this take we're gonna focus on this person, and then next take when we do it again we're gonna focus on this person. But it looked like they was making it look like one camera was going boom, focus on this person, boom, and blur the back out, and boom, we're gonna focus on the back and blur the front out. It's amazing, man, that like they doing all this stuff, man. Of course, the opening credits, I love how they did the opening credits this time with explaining the Targaryen, I guess, history, the rise and fall of the Targaryen history. That was super dope. And it's just, I love that animation sequence too, man, when they do all that stuff and how the cameras is moving and swirling and then how it goes into the episode. So I just want to applaud them on that, but I also want to say, hey, man, it feels like it was a long time in between Luke Carey's death and when they found out, and I don't think it actually was a super long time. So that's just my only gripe. Let's get into the episode, man. At the start of the episode, my first question, why don't nobody, like in Game of Thrones, nobody believed it. And it seems in House of Dragon that nobody believes winter is coming. They think people are always just talking about like, hey, it's just gonna be cold. No, these folks talking about death is on the way. White Walkers is on the way, but nobody ever seems to quite believe it, and it blows my mind. Like the Stark boy is trying to tell them. He ain't even trying to convince him. He's just trying to tell him, look, man, it's about to get bad, and you tripping. Y'all fighting each other, but it about to get bad out here, man. You gotta believe me, man. Then when he told him, man, he said, yeah, man, we brought Jahirs and Allison up here to the wall right here in this spot we standing at. And the dragons wouldn't go past this wall. We talking about the greatest creatures that's on Earth. They can kill everything, burn everything down out here. But they won't go past this wall because they know what's up. Then he asked them, you think my ancestors would have built a 700-foot wall to keep out wildlings and creatures? I said, boy, you talking tough. You walking. In the church setting, we would have said, boy, you walking, boy. You walking that word. You walking, and he was walking it. I did think it was dope to see the Starks and Targaryens kicking it, on like some just regular kicking and stuff. Like they just talking. That was dope to see, cause I just don't. I ain't think the Starks fuck with nobody. I ain't think they mess with nobody. I ain't think they rock with nobody. Thought they just were in the North. We in the North. We like the cold. Y'all stay where y'all in that hot weather. We won't be up here with our wolves, our dire wolves and things. But it was dope to see them kick it, and dope to see the Targaryen. He's not, well, his mama a Targaryen, so that makes him a Targaryen, I guess. He got Targaryen blood. He ain't a real Targaryen. He ain't a Valyrian. He's actually a strong. He really is a bastard, even though he don't like to be called a bastard. But can we say it's dope to see the Targaryens? Is he really a Targaryen? We gonna say he a Targaryen. That's what we gonna say. Dope to see the Targaryens talking to the Starks and building an earlier relationship, even though it was built earlier than them two. But see them to continue a relationship. Now, something that I noticed, the man wasn't trying to give up none of his soldiers. So he said, I can give you 2,000 graybeard soldiers. First thing I thought in my head, I said, anybody who got gray in their beard, they got a full gray beard, I don't need them fighting for me. I don't need them fight for me. They ain't gonna last long. I know my man said they gonna fight as hard as ever, as anybody. I don't believe it. I don't believe it one bit. No, I take that back. I believe it. They is gonna fight hard, but how long are they gonna last in this fight? Huh? How long they gonna last? I don't think they gonna last long, man. They gonna die fast. They can't run. The dragon get to flying. Ooh, look at me. Look at me. I'm a little old. I ain't old, but I'm getting on the verge of old. Man, that back lock up after a while, man. That back lock up, That back will lock up after a while. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, that back will lock up after a while, man. It'll lock up, and once that back lock up, you can't move. Ain't no moving. You gotta sit down, lay down. But being that they from the north, them boys fight. They do fight hard. So I could see it, but it's just my first reaction when he said it was, Graybeard ain't enough. They ain't enough. They ain't gonna do it. 2,000 ain't gonna do it. I need about 10,000, brother. But we'll see. We'll see. These next few episodes are gonna be telling if them 2,000 gonna do the job. Like I said, I wanted to know. I really want to know how much time passed in between the boy getting 8 and when they found out when he got to the wall. I really want to know because the boy looked grown now. He looks super grown. He looks super grown now. Well, what was super funny was Damon and Rainey's interaction when she got off her dragon. Like my man, Damon got this bad where he just think he run stuff, man. He think he run stuff like, bro, you don't run nothing, bro. Stop talking to folks like you run stuff, bro. He trying to make that woman get back on. That woman said, look, I've been around 100 miles. Me and my dragon. We just been patrolling, just me and my dragon by ourselves. We tired. My dragon need food, need rest. I need rest. I'm tired. I'm chapped. I've been on a saddle for 100 miles. My thighs are chapped, brother. I need to go wipe my thighs down. They raw. But he started trying to get that woman to go do stuff. And I said, Damon, sit your butt down, man. Stop. Just wait, bro. Don't be so anxious, bro. Don't be so anxious, man. You ain't from Russia, so why you rushing? Huh? And everything. Damon is confusing. I ain't gonna lie, he a confusing soul. The episode 1 and the last couple episodes too of season 1. But this episode, he just confusing because he's like, brother, just relax. He was mad at everybody. He mad at everybody. You could have killed him. You could have killed him and ended him. You could have killed him if you would have took the chance. You seen him. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, brother, you was in the room with him too. Why you ain't kill him? So relax. Just everything gonna pan out. Him being from Russia is what got this. It is what's gonna have all this messed up at the end. Cause he won't be from Russia. If somebody Rhaenyra said something and he just went left field. He took it and went left field when he should have just thought about it and figured it out. He ain't no real strategist, no strategizer. Corliss talking to the boat guy, where the boat guy name was Alan. Shout out to Alan. I had to watch it 3 times to pick that up. But Alan that was weird to me. It was weird. I ain't get it. I felt like Corliss had his son's spirit on him. His spirit of whatever his son's spirit is with that boy. I felt like that's what Corliss had on him at that time. I couldn't figure it out what was going on, but it looked like Corliss was just saying, hey, thank you, brother. Thank you for rescuing me. I owe you for the rest of my life. But you know, that it was dope to see more black people. In that scene, it was at least 4 to 5 black people. And I said, man, I was wondering, was it black people over there? I'm talking about an abundance of black people. It may be an abundance of black people over there, and that bring joy to my heart. I just don't like that we ain't running things. I'm sure we running things somewhere around there. We run something. Something got to come through us, not to us. It come through us. But that was dope to see too. A-Gun is a doof. A-Gun is a god doggone doof. He just mess everything up. Why? And then it's like every son that ain't supposed to be the king that do become the king, they all doofs. Joffrey was a doof. His little brother was a doof. This boy, A-Gun, a doof. It's just people are doofs. All them young boys be doofs. They don't got no sense about themselves. They ain't got no good training. They just want to be out here doing dumb stuff. They won't be doing dumb stuff. A-Gun out here talking about, they would call me A-Gun the dragon cock. Like, brother, brother, relax. Relax, brother. You just going too far. All you want to do is go out here, beat people up, and have, all you want to do is beat people up and have sex. But you know the funny thing, that's pretty much the male species. You just want to beat people up and have sex. Wow. But I think A-Gun is a doof. He's not a smart guy. That the small council meeting was, yeah, man. It's weird. Then you got what I don't like is how everybody is always trying to game each other. Man, like, bro, we don't have to game each other, man. Like, we don't got to do that, man. Just be loyal, man, and tell me your real feelings. Don't game me. Just tell me your real feelings. But I get it, though. This is the highlight of the episode for me. Allison is a vile woman, and so is Sir Christian Cole. Just the vilest of the vile. The boy, in this series, I've come to realize and accept that boy is going to find a way to take that armor off and eat some coochie or have some sex. He going to find a way. Every episode or every few episodes, he going to find a way to do this. He is guaranteed to find a way to do this. They showed he whatever he was doing the job. He had her bucked up and gripping everything. Hey, my boy, you got him. Hey, you doing your job. You doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing now. Now you doing it, but it's just god dog, man. God dog. You did it to Rhaenyra. Now you're doing it to her best friend growing up. You didn't want to do it to Rhaenyra no more because you said, I ain't your toy. You gonna either love me or you ain't. Well, you know Allison ain't gonna love you, brother. She ain't gonna love you. But she must got that fire down there because you accepting this one. But you know, a lot of time that how it be with us male folk now. The one that we should have did it with and stayed with and just bit the bullet and been their little boy toy. Oh, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna be a boy toy. Then you gonna go to one that gonna do you bad, treat you bad out here, and be her boy toy. Now you toe up. You crying on the inside. But that was the highlight of the episode to me. Not the fact that he eating her coochie. No. That ain't the highlight. The highlight is they both vile. They are terrible people. I've been knew this by Allison around episode 7, 8, 9, 10 of season 1. I knew she just a horrible person. I ain't think that about Christian. I thought Christian was loyal. I thought he was loyal. I thought he wanted to do the right thing in life. Nah, he vile too. Once I see him eat a coochie, you vile too, brother. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be no knight. We need to get you up out of here. But the wild part about that scene is that they were like, they got through, tell him, We can't do this no more. And they go in the small, they go to the small council and try to act like nothing happened. That good woman daddy looked at you. He look at her. He know what's up. If you got kids, or if you have, you ain't gotta have no kids. If you just been around people who have sex, you know when they trying to act like something ain't happened and it happened. Like you try to hide it, you try not to look at each other, you try to get quick glimpses at each other. Man, I said, boy, you can't hide that, boy. You whipped, boy. That woman got that sparkle down there. She got that sparkle, and she may have that water faucet. A sparkling water faucet. Now, she may have it, and that's wild. You know the wild thing about this? The wild thing about this is, could you imagine eating coochie? All my guys that watch this, could you imagine eating coochie in the medieval days? Could you imagine eating hairy, I'm talking about bush league coochie? It's just hairy, it ain't well kept, because they don't take baths. Science say you shouldn't take a bath every day. That's what science say. So if it's 7 days a week and you don't need to take 7 baths, I need you to take at least 4. 3.5. 3, okay, let's say 3 and you wash up every day. You know what I'm saying? I need you to bathe yourself somehow every day. 4, and then you wash up the other 3 days. Long as, you know what I'm saying, you got residue from yesterday's cooch on there or yesterday's balls on there. You know what I'm saying? And his hair, they ain't got the best hygiene stuff, so you never know what's in there, like on the hair. You know, could you imagine eating medieval cooch in broad daylight, just medieval cooch? Good God Almighty, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. And then she washed her cooch after he eat it. I said, Lord, why would she? Lord, anyway. It's amazing. Mind-blowing to see. Something that was said in the small council that stuck out to me, and I hope this stuck out to somebody else. I just pray that it stuck out to somebody else. These folks said, it looks like she didn't accept the apology for her son being murdered. Somebody help me understand the thought process that anyone would accept an apology of their child being murdered. Somebody please help me understand that thought process. Please. That's the wildest thing ever I've seen in my life. It blew my mind that they would even think that was acceptable. Clubfoot is just as worse as Otto Hightower. These Clubfoot, Otto Hightower, Littlefinger, they all the same to me. They just slick and want their way. And they want the glory. Matter of fact, they don't even want the glory. They just want history to remember that they were the ones that put stuff into place. And I can't get with it. Clubfoot and Otto Hightower, they remind me of Littlefinger, man. And it's just bad vibes. I pray that Clubfoot get killed soon. Somebody kill him soon. Stab him right here. Right here. Stab him right in there. Let the blood flow on his shirt. Let it flow to his shirt. He a nasty. He a nasty man. Him and Christian Cole, Sir Christian Cole, they fighting for Nasty Man of the Series award. You know, Clubfoot want to jack off the feet. He don't want the woman to look at him while he jacking off, but he want to look at her feet and jack off. And Sir Christian Cole just eating cooch everywhere. He just eating cooch. You know, Nasty Mans of the Series award. Matter of fact, by episode 4, we gonna have a good old vote. I'm gonna put a poll on this, and we gonna have a good vote. Who is the nasty man of the series award? Allison, this is my prediction. This is a prediction. Before the end of this, and I'm pretty sure this is an obvious prediction for a lot of people if you watch this. But my prediction is that Allison and Otto Hightower will hate each other before this season is done. And I don't need to learn, bro. Sometimes you just gotta let your child do what your child do, and you just be there for them and support them. Just do that, brother. But if you don't do that, y'all, they gonna hate each other. They gonna hate each other. Something I noticed this episode, Rhaenyra had one line. But I felt every emotion she showed this episode. She saw that wing and that doggone, the robe and all this stuff and broke down. I felt it. The dragon started crying. On side note, they say that her dragon is the mother of her son dragon. So that's why her dragon was crying. So I seen that. I felt all that. I said, Lord have mercy. That woman shouldn't have to feel that pain. All because Aemon Targaryen lost control of a dragon that he really probably shouldn't have. Biggest dragon in the land. He probably shouldn't have this dragon. But that dragon just rocked with him for some reason, and he lose control of it, and the dragon do something crazy. And like, that woman got to feel abnormal amount of pain that shouldn't nobody feel. That was something interesting in this episode, that they chose not to make her talk a lot. Just give her one line, and she probably gonna get paid handsomely for that one line for the rest of her life. I don't know with the streaming stuff. I don't know how that's going, but I'm thinking she's going to be paid handsomely for the rest of her life off one line that episode. But it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see that she's has that much range of emotions and can show that she actually should be nominated for an Emmy, some type of an award. She should be nominated for some type of award just for this episode alone. Not the host. I can imagine what the rest of the series is going to be like if she's showing this range of emotion. But just for this episode alone, she should be nominated for an Emmy. Like I said, Sir Christian Cole and Otto Clubfoot are they wrestling for Nasty Man of the Year award. Well, this gives Sir Christian Cole a leg up. The way he was talking to Aemon Targaryen, like, yeah, I ain't eating your mama coochie and having sex with her, was amazing. He was talking to this man like nothing has ever happened. And I just was blown away, like, bro, you ain't gonna tell this man, like, what's going on, bro? You just gonna talk to him like ain't nothing going on, leave him in the dark. So when he find out he really gonna kill you or try to have you killed or whatever, like, bro, that was amazing. And that is Nasty Man of the Year award work. I'm telling you, it's Nasty Man of the Year award. This is where the episode starts to get a little crazy. Now, mind you, like I said, I watched all type of spoiler videos, history videos of the Targaryens, predictions of what this season is going to be like and what's going to happen and when we would see certain stuff. And I kind of had seen it. First episode, we're going to see something But man, it was a little hard to watch, even with me knowing what was about to happen. The blood and cheese debauchery. You know, before they get to the Red Keep, let's just talk about what happened on their way up to the Red Keep. Them boys, they almost got to banging with each other, man. They couldn't. That's how you know they wasn't meant to be on the hit together. They almost got to banging with each other, and in the process, of almost get to banging each other. I think Blood was the big one. Blood picked this man up with one hand by the throat. You know how much? You know how little you gotta feel after that. You gotta feel this big. This doggone big that this man done picked me up with one hand across the wall and yanked me up by my neck. Now my feet ain't on the ground. So now when I get down, I gotta take this out on somebody. Cheese decides to kick this dog, just randomly kick the dog, and the internets have been going crazy about this doggone dog, but we just done watched all these people die. We watched this boy get ate by a dragon. We fine with that. But this dog getting kicked is where we draw the line, and we finna call Peter. We finna call PETA, Peter, and we finna report this man, go get him. The internet is a wild place for that. It is. It's not. What are we upset about? Are we not gonna be upset about the man eating coochie in the middle of the day, eating stank coochie, or the woman's son getting ate by the dragon, or we gonna really be mad about a dog getting kicked? But the dog did get kicked hard. He kicked that dog so hard the back legs come up. I said, Lord have mercy, that dog ain't gonna piss right for a week. That dog ain't gonna piss right for a week. But that happens. Again, I just want to address that. A-Gun called himself. He didn't call himself. Somebody said the name and he agreed with the name and he repeated the name. He called himself A-Gun the Dragon Cock. I don't know what that is, but that is hilarious to me. Pure mannish behavior, man. It's like some 16-year-old behavior. That's something I would have said when I was 16. So I knew, like, again, I watched enough spoiler stuff, so I knew what was finna happen. I knew Blood and Cheese was supposed to kill this child. But I thought it was supposed to be fast. And it was supposed to be a fast kill, and like some people supposed to be tied up and things. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. It was very heartbreaking to hear this little baby head being cut off. The sounds of that was disgusting. But man, it's so great for TV because it's like you don't want to turn your head at all. You're not gonna turn your head, but man, it make your body curl. You know, the situations where it feel like your body doing this is like twisting, going in two directions. Oh my God! Like, all these sounds like, yo, they are really cutting this little boy head off. Really cutting this little boy head off. Now, mind you, Helena, she don't know what to do. She just grabbed the other child, run. I don't know where to go. I'm just going to run. She finally get down. She said, oh, let me go to my mama room. Best place I can go is my mama room. She busts in on her mama and Nasty Man of the Series award, bumping boots, bumping pelvic area, 10 toes up, 10 toes down is what my mama used to say. My mama used to say, all right, you gonna bust in on them 10 toes up, 10 toes down. You know what that mean? Somebody toes going up, somebody toe going down, and they going round and round. They twirling round and round. And I said, this woman can't get enough. You just told this man earlier in the episode that y'all done. Y'all can't do it no more. He was just talking to your son like nothing happened. And now this girl walk in here. She walk in here. And you're busting boots. And you don't have the decency to say, oh, give us 2 minutes. No, you don't say nothing like that. You just say, Helena, what is wrong? What's going on? Not in the way of like what's really going on, what's wrong, but just like, why you in my room type what's going on. And then when the girl tell you, you got the dumbest look on your face. You should have knew something was finna happen. You should have knew something was happening. I still don't understand. I hope they dive deeper into the Allison and Sir Christian Cole debacle, whatever that relationship is, because I can't grasp why he wouldn't do that with Rhaenyra when she asked him, but he's doing it with Allison. I really don't get it. Like, I think Rhaenyra bad. I ain't gonna lie, Rhaenyra bad, boy. That woman bad. She got a little something about herself. It's just the way she cared about herself. Allison, she be having these nervous things and be rubbing and biting on her fingers and it's just some stuff I can't get with, baby. I can't get with. But yeah, I don't know why Rhaenyra got that long white hair. You know, she just wanted to put it on you, man. She wanted to experiment with you and you just tripping. You want to be in love. So I hope they go into that more and show like how Allison and his relationship developed so we can understand why he's doing what he's doing. Because I don't think that makes sense to anybody in the world that he's doing what he's doing. I do fully expect next episode to be a firecracker. I expect Rhaenyra to be boiling mad because like I told you I wanted Aemon Targaryen, not my nephew. I didn't want my nephew. I wanted my brother, not my nephew. So I expect her to be fire raving mad. I expect Blood and Cheese to be caught next episode and killed. I expect the woman who tipped him off. I expect her to be killed. I expect a lot of killing to go on next episode. I expect a lot of killing. And I think in normal fashion by episode 3, it is going to be a big fight scene. But next episode, I expect a lot of people to be killed. And I think Allison and Sir Christian Cole going to bump a couple boosts again. I don't think Damon going to get no coochie no time soon. His coochie privilege is probably gone after he just messed up how he messed up. Coochie privilege is gone. Sick too. Uncle messing with niece. It's a little sick, but that's they family thing. That's how they get down. That's how they get down to keep their bloodline pure. But that's probably why they hair white, eyes are brighter, because the genetics are just weak. You know. But we don't know. But I fully expect a shit ton of killing next episode, and I expect some bumping and grinding. People I expect to get killed, blood and cheese, or just one of them. I expect one of them to rat the other one out. I expect that woman that gave Damon the info, expect them to die. I expect Aegon to have just a bunch of people killed for the hell of it, because that was his son. Who else? Can't think of nobody else off the top of my head. But we will see. Episode 2 is gonna be a ton of fun. But episode 3, I'm telling you, episode 3 gonna be the one. Watch. It's gonna be a lot of dragon, fire. And I can't wait till Daemon and Aemon actually fight each other. I'm waiting. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be lovely. I hope they don't cheat us with it. I hope they let them fully fight and we see the aftermath of the fight. I'm guessing that'll probably be around episode 6 or 8 in typical Game of Thrones fashions. But that's my review of episode 1. I hope y'all rock with me. If you rock with me, I plan on getting some other people in to talk about it. I just want to introduce myself first. Again, I'm Ray Bradford. This is a part of Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. If you like what I was saying here and you want to hear me talk about other stuff again, go click on that link. I mean, not a link. Go click on the name and then go to the playlist and go to Scatterbrain, Ray Bradford podcast, that playlist. Or if you just want to see little small clips, go to clips. Like I always say, find your grandmama, find your granddaddy, find your mama, find your daddy, find your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your daughter, your son, your boo, your bae, your grandbaby, whoever. Find them, hug on them, tell them you love them. Peace out. Y'all be safe.